Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. On play action, Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Olave, 69 yards. And the Ravens will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Well, this has been a quick-strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Oh, they just set the tone right there. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Cook again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cook up the gut. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Willis now off of play action. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is DJ Chark. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. 65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On play action, Allen. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Brevin Jordan, 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Pulls it in at the 13. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They start the drive with Cook, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They go play action with Willis. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. .31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, here's Henry. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 73 yards rushing for him in his first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Play action. Now it's Allen. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Allen off the play fake. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Chris Olave. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Let's go now. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Willis's throw into the hands of Henry here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Willis. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Willis. Being chased out left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. David Ojabo running in to take him down.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now. Under pressure, they got him again. Tariq Woolen in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. A tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. A 1st down carry for Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Okay, break.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. David Ojabo. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Willis, and this one too low.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Going up top. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 19 The slot man in motion right. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Willis looking to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Again to throw, Willis on second down. He's going to let it go again. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Willis. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hunter Henry, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals get a bit closer. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it again with Henry. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Allen gonna go on 4th down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Allen eluding the pressure right.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And right side, Henry's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Henry up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Patterson now for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. And I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Now Willis on the bootleg.
Rolling to his right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about it.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down.
Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
2nd down throw coming by Willis.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So Allen's going to look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled, I can tell you that.
Maybe. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going.
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.